Okay, so hi everyone. Welcome to another Facebook Live here at Eight Letters Bookstore and Publishing. I haven't been here for a long, long time, but here I am, guys, Cindy Wong, live here at the publishing house, here at Tamiya, Cebu, and we're going to launch today Embracing Regrets by Laan. I've got a bunch of books here that just arrived fresh from the printer. So that's what we're going to do today. We're actually going to have a reading because this is a very interesting collection of prose and poetry. So what I'm going to do is read some excerpts from each of the chapter. Okay, because apparently Laong Laan is not the type to expose himself, and so he wants to remain anonymous. And well, if you guys want to hear from him, you should check out his podcast on Spotify. So just search for Laong Laan podcast, and you'll hear lots and lots of basically things about life, things about about mindfulness, living in the present moment, letting go of the past, and focusing less on the future. And I would say I definitely need this book right now because I'm at the phase in my life where, well, I kind of worry so much, right? And if you guys are finding yourself in a similar situation, I would really suggest you to listen to this reading. Okay, this is the first time that I'm doing this, and I'll just be picking up excerpts from the book. Do let me know if you can relate to the words that I'm gonna splurt out. Okay, shall we? Shall we? Okay, so once again, this is Embracing Regrets, fresh from the printer by Laang Laan. Okay, all right. So sabi dito sa blurb niya, like, be not defined by concepts. You're the existing reality. You're the present can never be defined. Well, you can get this book in our bookstore for only 330 pesos, or you can get it physically here at the publishing house here in Tamiya, Cebu. We're just right in front of SM Hypermarket. Okay, so let's get this on. Okay, so yeah, because I'm here in our coffee shop, so you can hear coffee being grinded. Okay, so please excuse the noise. Okay, so the first chapter is called Regrets in Life. Okay, so I'm going to pick an excerpt from Regrets in Life. I'm going to pick the first page. Okay, here we go. Regrets in life. Regrets are always a part of our lives. We always have this thing in our minds and hearts that tells us, I should have done that. We feel regretful because of the present, because of its effect on the now. Life is like this. We take action. We experience challenges. We meet people. We make mistakes. We make wrong choices. We learn. It has always been part of the game. Regrets are part of who we are today. Regrets are all in the past. The more that we think of regrets, the more we think of the past, the more it influences our present moment. But you have to remember, your past can never define your present, and you have a hold on your present. You can make the most of the present. You are yourself now, not you yourself in the past. The only good thing about regrets is that we are aware of it. We understand that we have regrets. We understand that we still have heartaches from the past. We acknowledge it. We can observe it freely. We can witness it from the third person's point of view. We carry it. And maybe soon we will learn how to let go. O, diba, tagos? Okay, so that is Regrets in Life from chapter 1 of Embracing Regrets by Laong Laan. So again, this is only 330 pesos. Okay, para tayo nagla-live selling dito. But yeah, I'm going to read more excerpts. Let's check out chapter 2. Chapter 2 is the feeling of getting lost. Okay, this is what it looks like. Okay, let's pick a poem perhaps. Or actually, okay, let's try this out. You continuously look for love, but love doesn't seem to find you. You got depressed, you succumbed to solitude. Without you realizing it, you have love with you all along. It has been waiting for you, hiding, too afraid to show itself because you don't seem to recognize it. You keep on looking for love, but you have love with you. Acknowledge it, live with it. Okay, so please raise your hand if you can relate to what I've just read. Okay, let me pick up the third excerpt. Mm, let's see. Okay, so the third chapter is about impermanence. Okay, so it's about impermanence. Okay, let's take some text from this chapter para naman mabigyan kayo ng basically a glimpse of what this book is all about. And if you guys think that you can relate to this, I would say please go ahead and get this from from our bookstore. You can order it online or you can get it here physically in our bookstore. I was supposed to say online bookstore, but I just got used to it so much. Okay, next one. Okay, I personally do not want hope all the time. I want to embrace everything that is happening in my life right now. Life is not perfect. Life doesn't give you everything that you wish for. Life wants you to live life. Life wants you to embrace yourself, who you are. Life wants you to be present, not to search for hope. Fairy tales, superheroes, this gives us reason to hope, to become better people, that there will be an end to all suffering. Hope is all about tomorrow. It's hard to argue about that. It is something that we cannot hold on to yet. It has not happened yet. Yes, it might happen, but it also might not happen. Okay, there you have it from the third chapter, Impermanence. So, next chapter is about loving others. Okay, so I'm gonna again pick an excerpt from the fourth chapter. Okay, okay, I'll pick this one. Loving others. Life isn't all about you. Life has to be shared with others freely. Remember to offer yourself to others with love, and remember to always spread love with no expectations. You give love because you want to give love. Just give love and ask nothing in return. If we give love with no expectations, we won't feel regretful. If love is given freely, it will grow and it will manifest in your daily life. Okay, this reminds me of reading a Bible. So yun. Okay, so that is from chapter 4, loving others. Okay. Okay, ito. This one's interesting. The fifth chapter is about letting go of the past. Okay, so for those of you who are just watching or catching us now, I'm reading some excerpts from this book by Laan, Embracing Regrets. It's only 330 pesos. Okay, and we have limited copies in our online bookstores and also here at the publishing house. I am I'm actually doing this here um, from our cafe, bookstore, and bar, and I'm doing this for the first time ever, and I just feel so anxious and embarrassed. But well, let's get this on. Okay, so again, the next chapter is about letting go of the past, right? Okay, so let's pick an excerpt. Okay, you have to let go. Let go of the things that hurt your soul. Let go of the things that hurt your heart. Sometimes it will be hard, and most of the time it's an irony. Why is it so hard to let go of something that keeps on hurting you? Maybe this is the answer because hurt makes us feel alive. It gives us the feeling of vulnerability. It makes us cry and release tensions in our body. Here is what we should do: feel, cry, let go, be alive. Believe me, you will have no idea how letting go will help you feel so liberated. Okay, so if you're loving these words, I would definitely recommend you to check out Laong Laan's podcast from your perhaps you can get it from Spotify. It's actually a podcast that shares thoughts about mindfulness, living in the present moment. You know, something that goes around those topics. So if that's your thing, yeah, go ahead and check that out. So I'm heading to chapter six. Chapter six. Tut, tut, tut. Okay, ganyan. Being in the present. Being in the present. Okay, let's pick an excerpt from here. Okay, listen to this one. The moment you saw your baby for the first time, a Christmas Eve dinner with a family, the joy of going to school, meeting your good friends after years of not seeing each other, drinking a cold water during summer, cracking jokes with your sisters and brothers, kissing your wife, waking up with somebody special beside you. These are non material things, but these are the moments when we really feel bliss. We only live until bedtime. We are unsure of what will happen in the future. We can only take hold of the present. Okay, there you have it. So that kind of reminds us to chill. And I would say like I'm actually the worst person doing this because if there's one word to describe me, like I'm far from chill. I'm the one who always hustle. I'm the one who always I don't go with the flow. I am the flow. So, yeah. Um, I don't know. Yeah, well, thank you, Lang Lan, for writing this book because it just reminds me to slow down. And perhaps after reading this, I'll go home to my baby and, yeah, do nothing but play. Okay, what else? Let's head to chapter 7. And it talks about loving oneself. Okay, I'll pick this one. Okay, okay, listen up. It's been a while since you hear the echoes of your heart, but here it is again reminding you. The world may define how to live a life. The world may use your society to dictate you. Do this, do that. This will be good for you. This will be not. But only you know who you really are. No one can ever live your life for you. You may love the people that surround you, but that's the end of the story. Time will come that you will be alone. If you continue to live in accordance to the will of others, who will you be when they are gone? It's time for you to listen to the echoes of your heart. Free yourself from seeking the approval of others. It'll be very liberating. Yeah. All right. How'd you like that? Okay. So if you can relate, well, feel free to comment. All right. Um, what I've been doing, if this is like the first time that you caught me up, I've been reading excerpts from Embracing Regrets by Laong Lan. So it's only 330 pesos. Again, it's available from your leading indie bookstore, 8lettersbooks.com/shop. Okay, the eighth chapter is about acceptance. Okay, medyo pabigat ng pabigat, no? Yeah, can you guys feel that? All right, I'll pick this one. Okay, you can be the best you can be. You can always choose to be happy. You can do things that you love the most. When you learn to accept yourself, when you let go of insecurities, when you let go of people that do not love you, when you let go of your expectations, when you let go of things that keep you hungry, when you start decluttering your mind, when you let go of material things, you see the more you let go, the more you get free. Oh, gosh. Okay, thank you for the reminder. Yeah, lalo na no, malapit na mag-weekend, malapit na, kumbaga pagod na yung ating mind, body, and heart with all the bullshit that have been happening in our lives. So this is a good reminder. I would put this like beside my pillow tonight and like at least read. an excerpt before I go to sleep to remind myself that I actually did a great job today. Okay, and you too. We're nearing the weekend, and so sometimes we tend to feel, you know, you know, I know you guys are all exhausted. Like, lalo na ngayon, the hustle culture is real. Especially if you're a millennial, you're kind of like in the sandwich generation where you think about your future, you think about your parents, you think about everything that are that's going around you, and you want to be the very best. Lalo na, like in the world of social media, right? But then the thing is, with all these pressures, the only thing that should pressure you is yourself, and the only thing that matters is, like, it doesn't really matter what people um, how people perceive you. It's all about how you perceive yourself, and if you're happy with yourself, if you're happy with what you're doing, how you're doing, you should stop scolding yourself. You're doing fine, you're doing fine. All right. I don't know if I'm telling you guys that or if I'm telling that to myself. Maybe I'm telling that to myself. Yeah, Cindy, you're doing fine. Um, okay, next. Two more chapters to go. Okay, so chapter 9 is about making life decisions. Okay, sometimes we are clouded. We know how to decide, we know what to choose, but suddenly we feel the urge to do otherwise. There are more choices, more roads, glittering ones. But what do we choose? How do we choose? There is no correct way to tell you honestly. We make poor decisions, we regret it, but the way I look at it is different. Grave decisions are more like a detour. Poor decisions give us more wisdom. Life is giving us choices, and sometimes choosing everything is wise. Why? Choose all five choices. Four will be mistakes, and one will be the good choice. What do we get from four mistakes? Wisdom, resilience, and learning. We become better people each time we make wrong choices, but you have to remember that while every wrong choice gives you a hidden gem, it's up for you to find it, to take good care of it, and to make sure that it is safe inside of you. Thanks for that, Laong Laan. Okay, so we're nearing the last chapter. Okay, so the 10th chapter is about moving forward. Okay, so this is the last excerpt that I'm going to read to you guys today. Okay, tell me which one's your favorite. All right, I'll choose this one. Okay, saying no is the hardest, but it will help you to set free. Months ago, I was desperate, didn't know what to do in my life. I have sought the help of a lot, but no one came. I had to deal with my shit alone. Fast forward after months, an opportunity came in, an answer to my problems months ago. But this time is different. I have moved forward. I have become thankful and grateful. I have learned to appreciate the smallest thing that make me happy. I have moved on. I had to say no and bid farewell. This is my life now. This is happy and sad. The happy and sad past will not define who I am now. I have come to appreciate my present journey, and I couldn't ask for more. Okay, so there you have it. 10 excerpts from Embracing Regrets by Laong Laan. So, once again, if you want to hear more from him, because he's not really the person who would expose himself. He would rather remain anonymous. I would recommend you guys to check out his podcast, Laang Laan, on Spotify. So he talks about mindfulness and, well, things about life. And I think you guys can relate to it, especially now that, you know, we were exhausted. Everyone's exhausted in this world. Okay, and this book will definitely remind you of what really matters the most. Okay, so again, it's only 330 pesos. This is Cindy Wong live from the publishing house. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.